Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
Co-creating at its best, really. So we see you have dragged your physical bodies here. You know that you are so much more than this physical personification or extension, yes? You know you are vibration mostly, even though you have all of this flesh and bloody bones. You know that you are energy first and foremost, do you? It's an important place to begin, because everything that we are going to be talking about here is about vibration and law of attraction's response to vibration. And the most important thing for you to know about vibration is that you potentially have two vibrational aspects going on during any conscious waking moment. In other words, there is always the non-physical part of you pulsing. And then there is the physical part of you pulsing. There's the conscious thought that you are thinking now. And when you are focused upon something, you're offering a vibration. And that vibration matters because law of attraction is responding to it. But the vibration from your focused thought also matters because there is a vibrational relationship between the vibration of your thought in this moment and the vibration of the thought of the inner being you, of the source you, of the expanded you. You sort of get that? Before you came into this body, you were source energy. And even though you're in this body, you are still source energy. So this source energy part of you pulses always, while this physical part of you pulses while you are awake and consciously focused. So when you sleep, you reemerge and you become one vibration. When you wake up, you're two again. When you meditate, if you do a good job of releasing resistance, you become one vibration. That's what we mean when we say your vibration raises. When you come out of meditation, you may maintain that one vibration, or you may go back to fussing and worrying on things and split your vibration. But there is the potential, while you are in this physical body, of being aligned or not, of being one vibration or two. Now, practically speaking, we don't want to give you the impression that you intended to come forth into a physical body and be only one vibration with source. If that had been your intention, you would not have come forth into this physical body. The reason you came forth into this physical body is because there are advantages to that separating of consciousness. There are disadvantages too, but the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. The advantages are that in your perusing of the contrast of your time and place, by letting yourself focus upon unwanted things, you give birth to equal and proportionate wanted things. Really. When you know what you don't want, you know equally loudly, equally emphatically, equally with detail, equally what you do want. So if you really see something you really don't want, you launch a rocket of desire about what you really do want. If you sort of don't like that, then you sort of launch a rocket. It's always proportionate. The degree to which you don't want it is the degree to which you do want it. And so there are some advantages to letting it go till you really know what you don't want, because then you really know what you do want. And there are advantages to not letting it go so far, because you live a more stable life. So do you get how there is an advantage to you coming forth and being a little split in your energy? Because the creative process of which you are an essential part says, step one, ask for something. Eternity and expansion are dependent upon you asking out here on this leading edge for something more. Well, you couldn't ask nearly as effectively if there were not contrast that helps you to define. This contrast helps you focus. So you said, from your non-physical vantage point, I'm eager to go forth and I'll ask like crazy, because I know that when I ask, which is step one, I'll launch those rockets of desire, that the larger part of me, the source that remains non-physically focused eternally, will become a vibrational equivalent to my new asking, to my constantly amended desire. Step 2 happens without your physical conscious awareness or involvement. The larger part of you, source, law of attraction, take care of answering everything that you've asked for. So then our physical friends often say, something must be wrong with this, Abraham, because I know I've been asking, and where's my stuff? And we say, well, you're asking, and source is answering or becoming the vibrational equivalent of it. But before what is vibrational can become the manifested, what you call real life experience, you have to become a vibrational match to it. So step 3 is your part again. You have to go into the vibrational vicinity of the answer to your question, to the solution to your problem. If you ask for wellness from your place of illness, vibrationally speaking, that larger non-physical part of you gathers more resources for more wellness for you. But you're not going to be well in your physical body as long as you're noticing that you're sick. Because while you notice you're sick, you've got sick activated in your vibration. And you can't have sick activated in your vibration and claim the wellness that you've asked for. You've got to have well activated in your vibration to claim the wellness. So you're beginning to see already what that means. That means if you are to expand from where you are in terms of physical well-being, in terms of financial well-being, in terms of relationship well-being, if something is to change for you from what is, then you've got to take your attention from what is, because your attention on what is only keeps what is active. And when what is active, you can't get anything other than more of what is. Oh, different places, different faces, but the essence of your life doesn't change unless your vibration does. So you got to figure out how to find a vibration of wellness when you're sick. And that's tricky, we know. It's not the easiest thing you've ever done. But you can do it, and if you do it, you'll be well. And if you can't do it, then you won't be well. If sickness is the most active vibration you got going on, even though you've asked, and even though it's answered, and even though all of the resources have been gathered in order to provide the path to your wellness, you're not letting yourself go down that path. And you can tell you're not for 2 reasons. You're still sick, and you're ornery too. In other words, your emotions are your indicator of what's going on between these 2 vibrational aspects of you. So the key is find a way to release your negative emotion, find a way to take an emotional journey, find a way to find thoughts that feel good emotionally, and if you can consistently maintain those better feeling thoughts so that you're emotionally feeling better and better, your circumstances have to adjust to that new place. But you've got to take the vibrational journey first, because everything is vibration before it manifests. You've got to find the vibration of what you want and practice it and hold it and maintain it and teach it to yourself until it's your most chronic vibration on every subject that matters to you. You can't be so upset about not having enough money, or so worried or so fearful. We're beating the drum of those thoughts. So worried or so fearful, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. The government's gone mad, the government's gone mad, the government's gone mad. They're spending like fools, they're spending like fools. They're taking it from me, they're taking it from me. As you beat that drum, you hold yourself apart from what you want. Now, the good news is, every time you beat that step 1 drum, you launch rockets of desire, and your nest egg gets bigger. Every time you beat the drum of what you don't want, what you do want takes better shape, takes stronger form, garners more power. Law of attraction gets after it faster. And we would like to draw your attention for the remainder of this day to what's going on over here, where the source within you dwells. We want to talk about where all those rockets go and what happens after you launch them. What happens to your rockets of desire? Where do they go? And who takes care of them? And what do they mean to you? Well, they go to this vibrational pitch, which we're going to refer to as if it is a place, while it isn't. We're going to call it the vortex. This vibrational place, this vibrational vortex of creation, this vibrational state of being, this vibrational vortex where law of attraction now assembles all cooperative components for the fulfillment, for the complete, utter in every detail you have imagined through life, a combining, a coalescing, a converging, a rendezvousing, call it whatever you want. It's law of attraction magnetically bringing together all cooperative components. So you launched a dream, and you know what? There is so much in this universe that is already a perfect match to your dream. And because even the cells of your body are cooperative components, because there is so much that is a perfect match already assembled, all you have to do is be one of the cooperative components, and you'll be assembled with your creation. Now, to make this really accurate, we want to say to you that it might feel to you as you're sifting through life that life is causing you to create a car, but it isn't. It's created and expanded you with that car. You might think that contrast is causing you to create money. It isn't. It's creating you with more money. You are the creation. It's easier for you to hear when we talk about your body. The contrast helps you to create a healthy body. Well, you can say a healthy me. But what we want you to understand is that what you are creating, because you can't take yourself out of the picture, what you are creating, no matter who you are putting into your vortex, whether it's the government or whether it's a child or a lover or a parent, whatever you have as your object of attention, you are putting a new and improved version of your relationship with that in your vibrational escrow. So what you are the creator of is you and your life experience, the expanded, new and improved, always eternally improving version of you. So now you're getting a better sense of what your emotions are telling you. Your emotions are saying to you, when you feel really good, your thought in this moment is allowing you to be all that you have become. But if you feel negative emotion, your emotion is indicating you are not allowing you to be all that you have become. You're holding back from what life has caused you to be. Your emotions tell you how aligned you are or how not aligned, how allowing you are or how resistant you are, how in the vortex you are or out of the vortex. This is the vernacular that is easiest to say these days, because if you think in terms of just getting in the vortex and you let that be your dominant intention, then you get in there with everything that you want and you live the happy life that you intended. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing that is off limits. It is our desire to help you to really get these vibrational aspects of yourself and understand what your emotions are telling you. Once you deliberately apply some processes and direct some thought and find your way into the vortex, and you're able to maintain your relationship inside the vortex predominantly, you will begin to announce to everyone, I'm not coming out. And the reason that you say that is because it feels so very good in there. Problems exist outside of the vortex, but solutions are in. And the vibrational difference between a problem and a solution is a big vibrational difference. Questions are outside the vortex, but the answer is inside. So a perfect life is to get in there and stay there mostly and pop out for an occasional question or an occasional problem, but then pop back in for the solution. In other words, don't make a career of hanging around outside the vortex. We know that that's where humans look for you before they give you a monument. We know that. It is really rare that monuments are erected to those happy people that are living happily ever after inside the vortex. You just don't deserve it by human standards. But we got to tell you, there's way more benefit to being in the vortex than being out. And the only benefit to being outside the vortex is the degree to which it makes you want to be in. That's the only advantage of being out. In other words, it helps you sharpen and become more. But once you've become it, you really got to be it or you're not going to be happy.